Hey, good morning, everyone. I wanted to give you a kind of a special edition of Weather for Weather Geeks on this Monday morning because we got for many areas this is going to be our first accumulating snow of the year coming up tonight for the season, I should say. This is not going to be a major snow event. I think that school closings and delays there could be a handful, but not a lot. So, by January, we'd be kind of brushing this sort of thing off. But again, it's the first accumulating snow of the year, of the season for a lot of places. So I thought I'd give you a quick heads up as to what's going on. This is the surface map this morning at about 9 o'clock. We've got a real strong cold front, which is right in through here. And north of that front, boy, check out the temperatures across the Midwest this morning. It is close to or even below zero in parts of the Dakotas and up into the prairies of Canada this morning, with an Arctic high centered right here, building south. This cold air mass is pushing south and east this morning, and it will be heading our way by later on tonight. Now, along the leading edge of that colder air, we do have some rain and some snow occurring this morning. From Michigan on west, it is snow in parts of Wisconsin, southern Minnesota, northern Iowa as well. Now ahead of the front, it's a pretty typical November morning across the Mahoning and Shenango valleys. It's in the 30s, lower 40s as we speak. But boy, by this time tomorrow, that's going to sound warm all of a sudden. Again, the Arctic air is coming south very quickly. Well, here's how things are going to progress as we head into the evening. This is what the radar should look like as we head through time. Here is 4 o'clock this afternoon, so as we head towards sundown, I think it is going to start to rain lightly in much of the area by 4 or 5 o'clock, and this will push from north to south. So the first areas to get the rain later today will be Trumbull County and Mercer County, and then down into Mahoning, Columbiana, and Lawrence, so we'll get it around sunset and into the evening. Now as we head deeper into the evening, here we are at 9 p.m., and this is when, again, from north to south, we're going to start to see a changeover from rain to snow. The green colors, of course, rain, and then when you get into the whites and kind of the oranges, we got some mixed precipitation and some snow starting to show up on the model here. And this changeover to snow will occur in all areas between, say, 8, 9 o'clock this evening and about midnight, 1 a.m. And then it's going to push away. This steady area of precipitation, and during that steady period of precipitation, we could see a quick inch, inch and a half, perhaps even 2 inches in some spots. So we get into the day on Tuesday, we're not going to see a steady band of snow like that, but we are going to see lake effect snow conditions starting to set up, and it's a little hard to pinpoint exactly where these bands will kind of set up shop tomorrow. This model, the NAM model, does have a fairly persistent band coming in off of Lake Erie, heading into Geauga County, eastern Portage County, right down through parts of western Trumbull and Mahoning counties. If this were to be right, if this has it in exactly the right spot during the day tomorrow, anyone under that band could get another inch, especially on the grass. This is going to be tough to see accumulations on the roads during the daylight hours tomorrow. But certainly non-paved surfaces could see some additional accumulations tomorrow wherever these bands decide to set up. And again, sitting here this morning at 9 a.m., it's a little tough to say exactly where that's going to happen. But lake effect day coming up tomorrow. Steady snow tonight, then a lake effect setup tomorrow. And, as usual in any lake effect setup, your best chance of seeing additional accumulations will be the farther north you are. This looks more of a setup for eastern Ohio rather than northwestern PA, so we're not looking at a lot of lake effect setting up tomorrow in Mercer County and heading up into Crawford County. This will be more of a north to south orientation off the lake, so these bands will tend to come into Lake and Geauga counties and then move down towards Kent, Ravenna, Lake Milton, Austintown, Newton Falls, places such as that. So here's a look at the European computer model snow forecast for the next couple of days. And this kind of goes along with our forecast pretty well. We generally have a forecast of an inch or two across the area. And the European model, once you start getting into the blue colors here, that means it's forecasting more than 2 inches. And so that encompasses parts of western Mahoning County. Youngstown itself is right here. Most of Trumbull County, heading into Portage County as well. And notice again, the amounts get lower as you head over into Lawrence County and into southern Mercer County because of the way the lake effect will be orientated tomorrow. Uh, so bottom line on the European model, hey, inch or two, maybe three in total if you get under a lake effect band. Again, that jives with our forecast pretty well. Here's the short range ensemble forecast model, and this looks kind of busy, but this is a great tool that we use in the winter, showing the range of possibilities that the model is seeing. Each line represents a different possibility. So on the low end of the spectrum of possibilities down here, the model forecasts about a half an inch in total. On the high end, the model forecasts a little over 3.5 inches. So that's kind of the range of possibilities out there for much of the area, somewhere between maybe a half an inch and at the extreme high end, maybe 3.5. We're going to go somewhere in the middle as usual. That's delineated by this black line, maybe a little hard to see, I apologize, but there's a black line that is the mean or the average, and that's just a shade over 2 inches is what this model is forecasting. So I've shown you a lot of things, but they all kind of have the same idea. We're looking at a general 1 to 2 inch snowfall between tonight and tomorrow, with steady snow coming tonight, and then scattered bands of lake effect snow coming tomorrow. And when all is said and done, when you add it all up, an inch or two in most areas, someone might get 3, especially if you get under a persistent lake effect band during the day tomorrow. So that's a quick heads up on what we've got coming up. I'll post my regular Weather for Weather Geeks video this afternoon with Mike Joyce, also in the Weather Center today. We'll kind of tag team on the latest ideas. So we hope to see you then. And of course, you can catch my forecast tonight on 21 News at 6 and 11.